Dear brothers and sisters, we are now in the January and February of 1948 and the beautiful Leelas and Mahimas of our beloved Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our dear Swami, continue. Swami would take groups of devotees to the sandbanks of the Chitravati river, and we know of the many miracles that would happen as the group would sit on the sand. But this was not like some standard procedure where all go and sit. Anything could happen. Swami would run around and play catch with the devotees some days. On the other days, the devotees would tie a swing to one of the large branches of the large trees there, and they would push Swami on the swing. And Swami would tell them, "This is all you can push. Move away from me, I will do it myself." And Swami would stand on that swing and start swinging himself, and he would go higher and higher, sometimes reaching into the higher branches, and the devotees would get scared. They would say, "Swami, please stop, come." And then Swami would jump from the swing and land with glee on his face, though the devotees would get fright in their heart, wondering what will happen to Swami falling from such a height. But that is how Swami was so playful. In fact, he would take the men folk and go for swimming in the Chitravati river as well. And there too, so many pranks. He would go underwater and not surface at all. Now every devotee is getting worried. Oh, what happened? Did Swami drown? Did Swami get lost? And when the peak of their fear or worry is there, Swami would surface and smile at them. He would go underneath and tickle the others. He would catch the legs and pull the legs. He would scare, he would fill their heart with delight. This went on and on. And just when the devotees were about to forget who Swami is, his reality, he would part the clouds of Maya, the veil of Maya, and reveal himself. And the devotees would understand that just because Swami is eating with them, talking with them, sleeping with them, playing with them like one among them, he is the descent of the Lord for the ascent of the man. That they should not forget. That would be reminded to them. In fact, to some of the Kuppam devotees, Swami so lovingly composed and taught songs which they could sing, which would become vehicles to carry their devotion to him. Now, while these leelas we can talk about and go on and on, what we have to remember is all of them are just a sampling of a sampling. 24 hours in a day would be filled with leelas with the avatar, and there is no way we can capture all of that. We are just reliving a few samples and trying to extrapolate it to understand what it must have been. But as Swami says, in order to understand and experience the ocean, you need not drink the whole ocean. Every drop in the ocean carries the quality of the ocean. In the same way, every leela of Swami, every mahima of Swami, as we listen and enjoy, we get the same joy like having experienced the whole ocean of Swami himself. So, with that attitude, let us proceed, because we can never comprehensively tell the story of the avatar. It will never be complete. Even if Goddess Saraswati were to make all the oceans as ink and write till the end of time for all eternity, even then his mahimas and leelas cannot be aptly captured. In the last episode, episode 8, which is at this link above. In fact, at this link above, I shall put the playlist for all the episodes so far, so that those of you who have missed this serial can watch from episode 1 and get the continuity. But we in the last episode discussed about the passing away of Mahatma Gandhi ji. A few days before 30th January, Swami wrote a letter to Sri Lokanatha Mudaliyar, who was based in Madras. In that letter, Swami told him to get his daughter Leela, who was suffering from an eye ailment, to him so that he would help and cure her. Now, at this point in time, definitely Miss Leela, who was in Chennai with her father, in Madras with her father, was not having any ailment. She was very happy. She would have that beautiful picture of Lord Vishnu that Swami had materialized for her and written a message behind it for her. So she was lost in her worship and devotion. But Swami had written this letter. Now on the 30th of January when Mahatma Gandhiji was assassinated, Miss Leela was very devastated. She cried and cried and cried so profusely. As she kept crying, she found that the tears coming from her eyes would just not stop at all. They kept flowing and flowing, the eyes became red, they became swollen, and now, apart from tears, other liquids also began to ooze out. It was a severe infection. Her sight began to get affected, and that is when this letter reached them, sometime in the first week of February. And in that, Swami had said that she is suffering from this eye disease. Wow! And not just that, he had written, get her to meet me at Kuppam. Why Kuppam? Swami announced that February 22nd, 1948 is a very auspicious date, and on that day he would perform the wedding of Kumaramma. He would address Srimati Vijayamma Garu as Kumaramma, and he found a bridegroom for her as well. It was a certain Hemchand Shetty from the city of Madras. And Swami said, not only will he perform the wedding, he will perform at the wedding as well. Yes, Swami promised that he would be the kacheri singer for her wedding. You see, dear brothers and sisters, in every wedding we have a concert, we have some singers who are singing in joy to celebrate that occasion. Here, Swami is promising that he will be in Kuppam to sing. Now we understand why Swami had written in that letter to Miss Leela Mudaliar to come to Kuppam, because Swami said on 22nd February I will be there because I am performing the wedding of Vijayamma, Kumaramma. Which means even before, in the last week of January itself, Swami had already decided upon performing the wedding. And you see, everything is a master plan. It all falls in place so beautifully. Even before she had got the eye infection, Swami said, you will be getting eye infection. Swami had told her to come. You know, when I read such episodes, it makes me realize that I unnecessarily get worried, tensed, and fearful about my future, what's going to happen to me, how is it. Everything he is taking care of. We have to just remember this and have faith and know that everything that happens to us is by the grace and love of our Swami. There is nothing to worry. Now, speaking of Swami writing letters, there is another letter Swami wrote. This time it was to Karnam Lakshmi Narayan Rao of Bukkapatnam. Swami took interest in setting up a public park at Bukkapatnam, and on 16th of February 1948, Swami laid the foundation stone for this park, which was financed by Srimati Sakamma. This letter is about that. I hope you know about Srimati Sakamma and her great contributions at being a third mother to our Swami. If you are unaware of it, please have a look at this link above. Going back to this letter that Swami has written, if you observed, is on a letterhead which carries the name of Sakamma as the Loka Seva Parayani. Swami wrote this letter from Bangalore, which means in the beginning of February, Swami was at Bangalore. And in that letter, Swami writes that it is not possible to get all the equipment and necessary things for the park from Bangalore because the truck is too large and the items are too few. So he is writing to the Karnam there, the Karnam of Bukkapatnam, to procure it locally. He also writes, I could have made some arrangement for them here also, but I have to leave for Vishakhapatnam by 7 o'clock flight on the 11th. And from there, I go to Bobili, so I could not attend to this work. You arrange for the doors and windows. We handed over our building works to contractors from Machildin State Engineering. They will take care of everything. Sending money is my responsibility. Convey my blessings to your family and children and to the families next to your house as well. So you see, Swami was on a flight to Vishakhapatnam on the 11th of February and then he went to Bobili. These are the drops of the ocean which we don't have evidence of, we don't even know, we don't have any photos. Bobili was a kingdom and quite far, and it's amazing. Just imagine Swami's boarding pass in 1948. These are the thoughts that go on in my head. Anyway, this park for which Swami laid the foundation was inaugurated an year later on the 5th of May 1949 by Shri Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, who was then the education minister for Madras. Later he went on to become even the president of India. And so, on the 21st of February 1948, Shri Amarendra and Shri Krishna Kumar, the two sons of Shri Radhakrishna Shetty of Kuppam, which means they are the brothers of Vijayamma Garu, they came and escorted Swami from Puttaparthi to Kuppam.